I'm Kevin Nealon. I'm on the Howard Stern Show today because Howard is the king of all media. And if anyone could get to the root of Kevin Nealon, it's Howard Stern.
Now, Kevin, what are you going to be talking about today? You got a new book, right?
Well, I do have a book that's out. It's not, well, it came out this past summer. It's called Yes, You're Pregnant, But What About Me? And it's a great book. It kind of talks about the male perspective going through a pregnancy. You know, there's a lot of books out there for the wife, for the mother, but none for the male. So that's out there. I got so many things to talk about. I don't want to sound like I'm too pompous, so I'm going to hold back a little bit and maybe throw a few out there. And if they want to hear more, I'll tell them more what's going on.
Nice. And you're also a big fan of the show, right?
Huge fan of the show.
Awesome. So you must be excited.
Very excited about the show. I haven't seen Artie in a long time. It'll be good to see him. I hope he has not changed. I haven't seen him in about 20 years. And Howard, I've run into a few times. It'll be good to sit down with him. And I've always wondered what I thought they were in New Jersey, like over the river. Maybe that was a long time ago. That's how I always pictured it. But it's right here in 6th Avenue.
Right here in New York City.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you in there today.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Kevin Nealon on Saturday Night Live. I don't know how many years. A couple of years. He was the anchor man. He did a lot of sketches. Hans and Franz, one of the more recognizable ones, memorable ones. And now he's on the show Weeds. Artie says he's one of the best stand-up comics he's ever seen.
He's a funny man.
Hey, Kevin, great to see you. There he is. Kevin Nealon. There he is, the guy.
Big guy.
He is a big guy. You're bigger than I thought you'd be.
Thank you very much, Al. Well, I tell you, I love doing these kind of shows, like radio shows, because you finally get to meet the disc jockey, and you kind of, you had him pictured in your head. Now you finally get to see what he looks like, and you look nothing like what I thought you looked.
Yeah.
You're a lot taller.
A lot of people think I'm black. They don't know. I have that.
You didn't know what Howard looked like.
It's unbelievable.
And I always wondered what the studio was like, because I do a lot of radio stations, and they're small, and this is like, a strip club.
That's the vibe we were going for.
Whenever I interview someone from Saturday Night Live, I always think that they're looking at me and laughing because, you guys used to do sketches like about, even Jimmy Fallon was here yesterday, did sketches about DJs who don't listen, and just go, yeah. And I just think you guys look at us and go, I can make a pretty good comedy bit out of this.
But you're sort of the anti that. That's why.
So. I'm always fascinated when people get on Saturday Night Live, like how they get there. You before we get into everything else that you do. So I picture your family, for some reason, being very disappointed that you were going into comedy. Like, I can't imagine anyone being thrilled.
Well, first of all, I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay.
So, which has nothing to do with my family, but,
was your family conservative? Was it a conservative family?
They're pretty conservative, yeah.
And you said, look, I want to be a comedian? Were they, Jesus.
They're very supportive, though. Whatever I want to do, they would be behind me.
When did you decide to start doing this?
In college.
Stand-up?
Yeah, stand-up.
And
so,
you never did it before then. All of a sudden in college, you say, I think I can do this.
You know what I do, Howard? I would memorize the jokes in the back of the Parade magazine.
Right.
They used to have my favorite jokes.
Of all the things to pick, Parade.
This is a long time ago, though.
Right.
And I would memorize those. And then at little neighborhood parties, I would tell them, like, I personalize them like they were my own.
Right.
And I would say, hey, did you guys hear about this guy who he robbed a fire truck the other day? And they go, no, serious? Yeah. And then he was arrested 2 hours later, some guy who robbed a cop car. And then one of my friends said, you should go into New York and check out those clubs like the Catch a Rising Star and stuff and go on.
You were going to college?
I was, yeah.
Where were you?
Going to college, Sacred Heart University.
Sacred Heart University?
Yeah.
Where the hell is that? That's in Connecticut? You did not have high SATs, did you?
No, I didn't. I was not good with the SATs. But, so I went to Sacred Heart University for 4 years, and then I got out, and I waited a year. And I actually played football at Fairfield University because I always wanted to play football. That was my
no kidding.
Yeah.
What did you play?
Quarterback.
You were the quarterback. Wow.
And the kicker and the punter.
No kidding.
And
some team.
Most comedians can't do that kind of stuff.
No, they can't. But I took a night course, so I would be eligible to play. It was a night course in criminology, but I went once, and then the next year they found out that I was 21 and only taking one course, so they wouldn't let me play anymore. So then it was time for comedy.
I see. So you start going to these clubs. And when do you realize, like, using Parade magazine is not the ticket to the future?
Well, I never actually did those jokes on stage, but I went to the Catch a Rising Star, and it was so intimidating because it was a New York club. It was small, everybody was packed in there, and there was guys on there like, Belzer and Barry Diamond, all these comics that were really seasoned and tough, and I thought, I can't do this.
Right. It's embarrassing to go up in front of them. You've never done it before.
Yeah. So I got to Los Angeles. I've never been to Los Angeles. I think I'd love to see California. So I go out with a friend of mine.
Right.
And I just started hitting the open mic nights. And
weren't you nervous that your future would be a disaster? Like at first, when you start going into it, you go, "What are the odds of me becoming a professional comic? I've never done this before, and while my other friends are out there getting real jobs and preparing for the future, this is just going to be an utter disaster."
Well, they can prepare for the future because they went to a good school.
Right. You didn't even have enough. You had nothing to fall back on.
That's right. No, but Sacred Heart is a good school now. It's evolved into a very good school.
Not then.
It was just starting out. But I gave it 2 years. I said, if I don't see any kind of progress in 2 years, I'll go back to Bridgeport and try to make something of myself.
Right.
And things started happening. I felt good. I liked it. I also was going to try out for a kicker with the USFL at the time.
So in 2 years' time, you start to do stand-up comedy, and you get quite good at it. According to Artie, you're like one of the best.
I'm a big fan of Kevin Nealon.
Right.
Artie is right about that. I am.
He is. When did you start to realize this is not so difficult, that I'm really good at this?
I would say after the first time I was on stage at the Improv.
You knew right away.
I knew that I loved it,
Yeah.
and I knew the two people that were left in the audience liked it.
Yeah. You won over two whole people.
Yeah, well, first I would...
Well, they were Jerry Bruckheimer and,
Right, two people.
and
Lorne
Brad
Michaels.
Gray happened to be there that night.
Anyway, it just evolved over the years, and I started doing all the open mic nights, and then I started... I was a bartender at the Improv, so I got to meet all these comics.
The one on Melrose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So is the big break, Lorne Michaels somehow finds out about you?
I guess so. There was no real... It was... For me, it's always been a slow evolution. I've just evolved. It's never been...
But how do you get
meteoric.
on Saturday Night Live?
Well, what I did was I was doing stand-up. I'd done the Tonight Show, Letterman. I've done a lot of talk shows, and I was working on the road. And Dana Carvey was renting the room over our garage in the Hollywood Hills. I was rooming with a couple other comics.
So he was a friend of yours?
He was a friend of mine, and we used to run together. We would run.
Right.
And then he got on the show that summer, and I was reading Backstage Live, Saturday Night Live, just to kind of live vicariously through him. And I never thought I would be on that show because I'm a stand-up. I don't do characters or sketches. And so he got on the show, and I was dating Jan Hooks at the time, and she was up for the show.
You were doing Jan Hooks?
I was dating Jan.
Well, I'm sure you weren't wasting your time talking to her. I mean, wow.
But the funny thing is, we had been friends for like 6 years before that.
What happened? You broke up with her, huh? That couldn't have been covered. Did you break up while you were working?
This is the part of Howard Stern I love.
No, I'm fascinated.
You got the psychiatrist couch here. You got everything.
No, but seriously, when you're at Saturday Night Live working every day with someone like Jan Hooks, very attractive girl,
very attractive,
and suddenly you need to break up with her because for whatever reason you're not getting along, it's got to be uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. You have to show up to work every day with that person.
And was she mad at you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's mad at you.
Yeah.
Baby, I need to break up with you, but we can work together. I'm sure it won't be uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's run lines.
Why'd you have to break up? You were getting famous, and let's face it.
I was much too big for her.
You were. You'd gotten too big for her.
I had too many fans and too many other opportunities.
Right. The lovemaking was good?
Always.
Was she your first girlfriend ever?
First girlfriend that I did.
Did you have anal?
That's the Howard I know.
There you go.
Robin's reading a book in the back.
Robin's heard all the anal stories she needs to. She doesn't want to hear you bragging about Jan Hooks.
She's checking her email.
She goes, another guy bragging about his conquest.
Here we go again.
Right.
Why is she in a glass booth?
Why?
So I can read while you're telling these stories.
So no, here's what it was, Howard. So anyway, I knew Dana from then, and Jan I knew, and it was funny because they were both up for the show. Dana was on the show already, and then Dana calls me from Lauren's house one day in Amagansett. He says, "You're never going to believe this. They're looking for one more guy on the show, and Paul Simon's in the other room. Dan Aykroyd. You're kidding me. You're kidding me." He said, "They're looking for another guy. Why don't you send their tapes in from the Tonight Show and stuff, Letterman?"
Right.
I said, really? Because they had come through town looking for people before, and you could never get an audition because you had to be, with a big agency and stuff.
Right.
And
or in the Groundlings or Second
Was
City.
that hard for you as a human being to hear, like Dana, a guy you knew, hanging out at Lorne Michaels' house in Amagansett with Paul Simon and Dan Aykroyd? Do you get jealous? Do you sit there and go, man, I wish that was me? What a break.
As a human being and as an alien, yes, it was difficult to hear
On
that.
both levels.
Both levels.
But you...
I couldn't believe... I wasn't jealous. I was excited for Dana.
Really? I can't be that loving and giving toward other people. I would just kill myself if one of my friends was on Saturday Night Live and I couldn't be on it.
But some people are. I've only met Dana Carvey a couple times, but he seems to be like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah,
he's the kind of guy you root for.
What a good guy to call. You know, a lot of guys would say,
absolutely.
"Hey, fuck you, I'm not going to help you." He said, "Hey, I'm going to call you from Lauren's house and let you in on this opportunity."
Yeah,
that was very nice of him.
Right, but I
Yeah.
think there was probably a couple other guys too he called too.
To
be fair,
of course.
you know,
He
I
called
just
everyone.
wasn't just handed to me.
Right.
So I sent him my tapes, and then he calls me like a week later. I didn't think anything would come of it because I'm a stand-up. You know, I don't do characters or I'm not a sketch guy. So he calls me, goes, "I think they like your tape. By the way, Steve Martin's in the other room." Are you kidding me?
Boy, what goes on at Lauren's house in Amagansett? Steve Martin's there, Chevy Chase is there.
He's the original guy to have like the white parties.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Well, meanwhile, Dana was probably calling from his own apartment.
Right.
You're not gonna believe who's here.
Yeah, because he's doing impressions of
Yeah,
all those
right.
guys.
I'm a wild and crazy guy. Hey, that's Steve. I gotta go. So you are accepted from this tape. What, they fly out for
First
some
of all,
sort
I'm
of audition?
excited. Now I'm getting excited. I'm thinking,
Right.
well, maybe this can happen.
Right.
You know, well, I'll just fly in, I'll humor them, and I'll go in. And
It's a big break.
So I fly in, and of course, you know, like this business, you think it's just going to be you and a couple other people.
Right.
And you get on the plane, like everybody's going to New York to audition. The pilot comes out. Hey, you think this is funny? You know, the pilot's audition.
I'll be auditioning later for Saturday Night Live.
So
The pilot.
so I get there, and you know, we all audition. We go to Studio 8 each.
You mean they line you up in a group?
You wait outside, and they call you one at a time.
Ay,
And they have
vey.
the camera set up, and all the cast that's on, you know, that's been selected already, is sitting there watching you too. And Lauren is there, and
What pressure.
Wow.
so I.
So like Dana was part of the group of people who watched
yeah,
you.
it was Dana, Dennis Miller, John Lovitz.
Did you recognize any of the other auditioners as famous people?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did. They
Well,
were-
not famous, but I knew
Right.
them from the Groundlings, you know, and places like
Were
that.
you nervous?
You know what? I was not nervous because I knew I would never get it. I knew I would never get
There was
it.
freedom in that.
Yeah, it was freedom, and I thought, and I was just there, just kind of like experience it.
Any of the guys you auditioned with who didn't get the job, did any of them go on to become famous outside of, you know, not being on Saturday Night Live? Did any of them go on to a big career?
George W. Bush.
Bush was auditioning
Yes.
and became the president of the United
Yes.
States, first governor and then president. Wow.
I don't recall.
You don't recall.
I don't remember.
Because that'd be
anybody.
interesting to me.
I did go out on auditions though, where I was up against Steve Carell. A lot
Oh, no
for-
kidding.
for
Yeah,
two
you're a
different
similar
things.
type of guy, you know.
Yeah.
And you so you do this audition and you do your stand up in front of Lauren and all these guys,
Yeah.
and suddenly what? They call you up and they tap you for this job.
Is this interesting to you?
To me, it's fascinating. It is. Is it not, Robin? Robin,
It's good. Yeah, I want to know how he got on Saturday Night
You were
Live.
reading the paper back then.
you want me to want me to poll my audience? And if they say it's not interesting, you just leave. You just go.
You know what I'm interested in about the tape that he sent in? I was at, like Norm and Spade, they all really are big fans of Kevin too.
Right.
And I've never seen it before, but Norm was telling me, did you ever do the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
Well, Norm was telling me once that Kevin did probably one of the best spots, like in the history of the Tonight Show, as a comedian.
Right.
And he just said it was so impressive. And again, I've never seen it, but it was the kind of impressive to where you go, wow, this guy is going to be something. And it's so hard to send in a tape and get people to react over that. Was that on the tape? Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do. I think that was on the tape.
Right.
I did a thing called Choices, you know, what you did when you was a kid. You know, would you rather do this or do that? Now I think there's a game out about it. But, yeah, so I did.
And that went over big.
It went over big.
Yeah.
And I was always trying to get on the Tonight Show. That's what comics do when they
Right,
first
sure.
start out.
Yeah. With Carson, too.
And never had I been so nervous about auditioning for a show. I mean, I had sweat running down the back of my legs. You ever get that?
Yeah.
Yes. Right now I have
It's
it.
never been that bad. Well, Artie has that a lot. He has a condition, but. So you said this was for the Tonight Show. That was
the
like
Tonight Show,
that was crazy. That made you nervous.
That was nerve-wracking. I forgot my line by, you know, walking out to the spot. You know,
Especially when you used to hear these legendary stories where if a comic goes on the Tonight Show and Johnny lets you sit on the couch, you become an instant millionaire. Like suddenly you're huge and your career is that doesn't
Things
happen,
take
though, right?
off, huh?
Like suddenly it was like not you're a millionaire, but you
right,
know.
it doesn't happen. But I did bump an actress on there, and I started dating her like 6 months after that. So I got
Really?
something out of it.
Excellent. So at least something good
came
came.
out of it,
Everybody
yeah.
has a good story about being on the like David Brenner. You talk to him, he goes, I went on the Tonight Show, and the next thing I knew, I was a millionaire. I mean, how'd that happen? What do you mean?
But that you were really nervous for because that's something you should be doing as stand-up on the Tonight.
That, you know, yeah, if you do the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, that validates you as a stand-up. But
now,
so
yeah.
anyway, getting back to Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
I auditioned. They liked it. Lauren Michaels came out to L.A. a couple weeks later, said, we want to offer you a job.
Wow.
On the show, and
That changes your life.
Yeah, and I told him, let me think about it over the weekend. And he goes, you think about it over the weekend. We'll see you in New York on Monday.
Right. Oh, that's so cool. And then when you go in there, is it intimidating? Because there's some guys who've been with the show for a while, and then you got to fight and claw your material. I mean, I hear these horror stories where you have to go to these meetings and pitch your sketches and fight to get on there.
Well, it is intimidating because it was Saturday Night Live, and that was the stage where Belushi was, and Gilda and all those people, and you felt like you didn't belong there. You were just a pedestrian walking through there.
I said to Jimmy Fallon yesterday, I said, it's really kind of a big pressure. Like, once you're done with Saturday Night Live, there's a group of people that go on and do great things in their career and have a career after Saturday Night Live, and then there's a group that sort of just die off. Like Lorraine Newman.
I was going to say the Lorraine Newman group.
Yeah, right. There's Belushi and those guys.
Aykroyd.
And even like with your crew, like
Murray.
Sandler goes on, and now he's like, mega producer and all that stuff. So when you leave Saturday Night Live, are you sitting there career-wise, just like, oh my God, is this the end of the road, or am I going to be one of those guys that goes on and does the same? I mean, now you have weeds and all that other stuff, and you're doing great.
Right.
But there's that pressure.
There is that pressure, and I stayed there for 9 seasons.
Right.
I liked the job. I wasn't using it as a stepping stone. I loved living in New York. I loved being able to meet these different hosts. Steve Martin, who I,
You worship.
I was a big fan of. And
Me too.
It's a great gig. I mean, when you think about it, a lot of people want to get out of there. It's exciting.
Did it meet your expectations when you get to work with Steve Martin for a week? I mean, do you get to really hang with him a little bit, or is it just hands off?
Well, it depends on the host. Some of them you hang out with, others, you don't. And, with Steve Martin, I got to know him over the years, and nice guy, talented. But, going on the show, at first, it wasn't that nerve-wracking because the show was about to be canceled.
Right.
And we thought, we lived out of our suitcase for like the first 2 years because we didn't know if it was going to be canceled because the show the year before it was doing really bad in the ratings. So there was no real expectations.
Right.
And I just pretended nobody was watching. It was just the people in the audience, and their cameras, and that was it.
First time you go on live television, though, it's got to be really nerve-wracking. I mean, it's got to be scary when you go on live, Saturday Night Live. I mean, because you
even
could really...
for someone like you who's on the air every day. I remember seeing you on Letterman once. I was in the studio. You probably don't remember this, but I watched you on Letterman when he was in 30 Rock.
Right.
And you came off, and you came right up to me, and you, how did I do? How did I do?
Yeah, so insecure. So that's why I hate doing things like Letterman, because it's even as much as I do this, and this I can be totally relaxed. You go on someone else's show and you got to be interviewed and you got to be funny, and oh my God, the pressure is just ridiculous. Off the hook, how'd I do? I mean,
and then they're looking off the side like there's time for a commercial break. You're trying to rush through your stuff.
I know. And I don't even know you when I'm asking you how I did. You know what I mean?
It's the worst, but
like if you were a mean guy, you could have come up to me and just gone, "You were really bad." Yeah, right. Who just wrecked me? I go, "Oh my God, Kevin Nealon thinks I suck. I must know something."
It's the worst, but then you think to yourself, "God, this is what I always wanted to do, though."
Yeah, but it's strange. What do you think it is in you that makes you want to perform? Do you think it's an illness? Like, do you want? Like,
are you ill?
Are you seeking attention? As a child, did you get a lot of attention?
I did I got plenty of attention. I came from a great family, loving family, supportive.
Well, that's unusual for a comedian.
It isn't unusual. But
it can be death for a comedian.
Yeah, that usually doesn't work out for a comedian.
Yeah. I want to raise a comedian, raise a real screwball. You got to just really abuse them.
Yeah, just do things to mess them up.
That's right.
Yeah. Robin's coming alive.
There you go. She's into the conversation now.
Well, I think there's probably something in me that needs the attention.
Right.
And I like making people laugh. I think it's, if there's a rush from that, this adrenaline where, getting a whole room full of people laughing. It's like you're controlling their emotion.
You and Sandler are real close, right? He puts you in his movies and all that.
In several of his movies.
He's incredibly
He's very loyal.
He's loyal to people. I see that. He really to his friends. He treats them really well.
He will not buy any car unless it's an American car.
Is that right?
That's how loyal he is.
Wow.
That's good. I like that.
He'll put up with anything.
Yeah, he drives the big caddy.
Right. So, now I read recently you attended Jennifer Aniston's 40th birthday party. Now that's real A-list stuff, right? You must have some
get on that list?
You must have some impressive friends.
You guys, I was telling Gary this before. You researched the people that come on this show. I'm laying in bed this morning at 5 in the morning thinking, what have I done that they're going to find out about?
Well, listen, you've got an interesting past. You were married once before to a model. You're married now.
I am.
It's your second marriage.
That's right.
But you nailed a model the first time around.
Who said I nailed her?
Maybe that's why the marriage ended. You never had any trouble with women, right?
No. Yeah, I have. I've always been shy.
I mean,
I'm
you
very
dumped Jan
intimidating.
Hooks. I mean, that's pretty major dumping. I mean, she probably figured, oh, I could dump him.
That was a mutual thing.
That was mutual?
Yeah, we
What
dumped
went
each
wrong?
other.
What went wrong?
Nothing went wrong. It was just it ran its course.
Tired
Sometimes
of it.
things don't have to go wrong.
Right.
It ran its course, and you know the thing about Janet, I loved her. She was very, very
Do you want her back? Is that what you're saying?
talented. Probably one of the most talented, funniest women aside from my current wife.
Is it
that I
hard
know.
to be? I'm being serious now. Cut the music. Is it hard to be in a relationship with a woman who's a fellow comedian? She's on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, competing for airtime and all that other stuff. The two of you are probably a little neurotic about it. Isn't it hard to be in a relationship with somebody who's in the same show business sort of venue as you, and you're both comedians? It's got to be difficult.
Hey, listen, I think it's hard to be in a relationship with anybody. Let's say you were dating Robin.
Right.
I'm not saying you
Which I
haven't.
am.
You are. Yeah. I mean, if you guys broke up, you would have to look at her every day. And,
Yeah.
you know, and get those darts coming at you.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was difficult for a while.
Right.
And then we started seeing other people, and it became less...
And it was rumored that Phil Hartman was dating Jan Hooks for a while.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you do. You know everyone. Isn't it true you put a tracking device on Jan Hooks? I read that.
You read that.
Like
Somebody
Michael
told you.
Strahan. You used
I
to,
just saw that in the paper.
That's right.
I
What
did not
happened
know
when you?
that.
Well, what happened when
Are
you
you
and the
serious
Yeah,
about that?
that's what there was a rumor. I don't even know
So
how we
it's
know
true. It is true.
that. Rumor is true.
Rumor
yes.
is true.
Yeah, right.
Until proven not.
I don't know what Phil did.
You really didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, but I'm happy for her if she did.
I could be wrong. It would
Yeah.
just be awkward. That's all. She keep dating Saturday Night Live guys. So you you're on weeds now. This is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
This is a good job for you.
It's a very good job, because here's the thing, Howard. When I finished Saturday Night Live, it's like you said, where do you go after that?
That's right.
You know?
Why did you leave Saturday Night Live?
I left because I had a pilot.
Oh.
It was called Champs. It was the first Spielberg DreamWorks show, and Gary David Goldberg, who did Family Ties, and you know,
But you loved your
Spin
Saturday Night Live job, but you said, hey, maybe it's time. 9 years. It's
I
enough.
loved it. But you know what? I had enough of it.
Right.
You know what? I was going out to do sketches. I had food in my mouth still from the craft service table.
Right.
That's how unnervous I was about it.
got comfortable with
Got
it.
too
Yeah, I was
comfortable.
too comfortable.
Are
I
you
was-
still close to Lorne Michaels?
Yeah, I don't see him that much, but I
You
talk
don't?
to him maybe once a year.
You
I
do?
run into him. Yeah.
You run into him, you talk.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to stay in touch with him. He
Yeah,
seems to
I
have a lot
like him.
going on.
I like Lorne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you upset that he gave Jimmy Fallon the job to replace Conan? Didn't you think you deserved that job? Isn't it true that you've been secretly going around saying that you're a more accomplished stand-up and that you could handle the job better?
Yes,
He's been whispering that.
I thought he made a big mistake.
Did you
Yeah.
think? No. Did you ever think about hosting one of these talk shows?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, and I'm trying to recall if this is actually true or not, because you forget things after a while. But when Conan was taking over for Letterman, I think he might have asked if I was interested. I'm not sure. I can't
Wow.
remember, but I was not interested.
No.
I didn't want to interview other people, you know?
I know. Look at me.
And I didn't want to be stuck in a studio every day. And I know how hard that job is. I know how hard it is what you do.
It is hard.
You've got
It's hard. Jimmy Fallon's describing this new schedule of his. To me, it sounds like a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. He
He's
has
in there
no
8 in
idea
the
what he's-
morning writing jokes, and he doesn't get out till 8 o'clock at night. It sounds like
I know it. At first, especially the first couple of years.
a lot of pressure, right?
A lot of pressure. So I'm good. I'm doing weeds now. But coming off of Saturday Night Live, I thought, will I ever do anything else again that will pass this?
Right.
And I had a couple of sitcoms, didn't work.
You did Hiller and Diller with Richard Lewis, right?
Thank
That was
you.
on the air. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You had to bring that up?
Well, he brought it up. What are you talking about?
Well, Richard Lewis, by the way, one of the funniest guys I've worked with.
He's great.
I mean, neurotic, yeah, but
Right.
very funny. Like, he would call me, and I used to watch him do stand-up in the Improv when I was bartending, and he was one of the funny. Packed him in.
Amazing
hilarious.
stand-up. Yeah.
So I got to work with him, and then he would start to call me, at home, and talk about the show and the lines. And, he would get a laugh. If I laughed at something he said on the phone, boom, he would hang up. Because that's how you wanted to go out. You wanted to go out on a laugh.
Yeah, ending on a laugh.
And I finished laughing. I started talking. So anyway, Richard, I think that hello.
Yeah, I talked to Richard about that. That was a weird affect. He used to call people, and he tried it with me. I said, never call me again. He would hang up in the middle of the call. I didn't realize he was going out on a laugh. I wasn't laughing at all. But, I
I
love
say, just
Richard.
never laugh. See if he doesn't get off the phone.
Actually, Richard just called me recently and left me a really really nice message about something, and didn't didn't do anything weird, didn't hang up, didn't do any of that kind of strange stuff. In fact, stayed on too long, as a matter of fact.
But you know, I
So
work with.
I think he's less
He's
neurotic.
got to find a happy
Well, he's married
medium.
now, so
He's a little more normal. Yeah.
I worked with Kevin once. We did the episode of the Norm Show together, and I got the idea that you're comfortably laid back. You don't have to have everything going on. You don't have to be busy all the time.
Right.
Does Weeds pay okay?
Which is nice.
Weeds is on what network?
Weeds is on Showtime.
Showtime.
So
They
that
don't
answers
pay.
your question
Right.
there.
Now, what are we going to do about
So
that?
why are we doing this show?
Yeah, why are we doing Weeds?
Well, first of all, you guys aren't doing it.
Right.
I'm the one doing it.
Good point. I thought
So
we
let's
were
cut
doing
that bullshit out right now.
Well, we're doing it because I'm living comfortably from my late night Saturday Night Live money.
Is that right? Does Saturday Night Live? You've got a lot of low-paying jobs.
Why do you think I'm doing stand-up?
That's true. In fact,
no,
you can
no.
see Kevin tonight through Sunday at Caroline's on Broadway, Manhattan, which is great. I should get over there.
You should come and see
I
me.
You know
really
what,
should
Howard?
come
I
see
would
you.
come with you. I don't have a gig this weekend if you're around.
I will be around.
You know what? And then everybody's going to be watching you.
Are we getting free tickets, or do we have to pay?
Howard knows how
tickets
to
go to-
sneak into the nooks and crannies of
For
Caroline.
tickets, go to carolines.com. Kevin's book. Yeah, we got to talk about your book, too. You have a book out.
I have a book out?
Yes, You're Pregnant, but What About Me? Is in stores now. You have kids?
I do. I have a 2-year-old.
You didn't have kids the first time, the first marriage?
No.
So that didn't last so long, that first marriage.
First marriage lasted about 11 years.
When did you get married? While you were on Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
You meet her on Saturday Night Live?
Well, during a hiatus.
No kidding.
Yeah.
A hot model. You got into it.
She was actually a stunt woman.
Stunt woman.
Yeah, I did some modeling, yeah.
Oh, that
someone-
means you got a good body.
Hey, someone told me a story
Little
that,
beat up, but
that
yeah.
you saw this, that when Steven Seagal was on Saturday Night Live as a guest host, that in one of the sketches he was supposed to beat up a stunt man.
Yeah.
But he literally beat up the stunt man? Like he didn't
Well,
do
he didn't beat them up. What happened was he was supposed to take them and throw them into the breakaway studs.
Right.
Some karate sketch.
Yeah.
And he did that during the dress show. But during the live show, I don't know if the adrenaline or what, he took them and threw them just anywhere, and they were hitting the studs that weren't breaking. Your stuntmen, they're pretty macho.
good
They're pretending
Lord.
they're not hurt, but there's like, they're limping off the stage and stuff.
Wow.
But a lot of people ask me,
Boy, the good times.
But just getting back to the Weeds thing, when I came off Saturday Night Live, I thought, would there be another show that would kind of, surpass this for me, where I wouldn't just be remembered for Saturday Night Live. And I think Weeds is becoming that.
It is. It's a huge hit
It's
show.
a great
And you should get the
show.
box set. You could catch up. And
Yeah, I really should watch
I
it.
think you would
so
like
much
it.
fun.
Everyone says it. And plus, oddly enough, you play a stoner, a guy who smokes a lot of weed, and yet
Who's
you've
in
never
politics?
and you've never smoked weed in
I
your
don't
entire
smoke
life.
pot. I don't smoke
You
pot.
never were curious?
I tried.
Oh, you
it.
did try
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Hey, but I
Have you ever tried mushrooms?
No, I never did.
Ever tried LSD?
Nothing else.
Hash oil? Hash?
Nothing.
Psilocybin? Mescaline?
Mescaline, maybe a little mescaline. And
Opium?
Artie's sitting there saying, did it.
Does Artie
Need it,
remind you?
need it, need it.
Does Artie remind you of a fellow Saturday Night Live castmate, Chris Farley, at all? I mean, in terms of his self-destructive
from his
way.
story.
Here's the only thing that reminds me of Chris Farley with Artie is his agility in sports.
Right.
Remember we played basketball?
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Norm
we-
show? During one of the breaks, we went out and they have a basketball court
Right.
there. And me and Norm and Artie were playing. And Artie was so quick and agile.
Yes.
And a good set shot from outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah. These guys have seen it. I kicked the shit out of a girl
Yeah.
basketball player.
Yeah. He beat a girl right on our show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she was, Penn State. Come on. But no, I remember that. Yeah, the Warner Brothers lot was the coolest place because
But is
you go out and
Artie
like beat
going-
George Clooney in basketball.
Is Artie going down the same path as Chris Farley?
From listening to your show, I thought he might be.
Yes.
But then when I got here, he came into the green room there, and
Yep.
I thought, wow, Artie's looking good.
there you go.
He lost
He's
some
alive.
weight. He
Yeah.
shaved the beard.
Yeah, Farley was an amazing athlete, right? He
Yeah.
was
He was good.
maybe like an all-state football player.
I think
Really?
he wrestled, and he
Yeah.
and he
What's this? When you go to Jennifer Aniston's 40th birthday party?
He's trying to get off that.
I want to know something. Wait a second.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if
Is it
Kevin had said,
Adam-
I think Artie's going to die tomorrow, he would have stayed there, but there was nothing
Yeah,
there.
it was kind of like, hey, you're not like Chris Farley.
Rethinking that answer.
I thought you were like Chris Farley. So wait a second.
I don't give a fuck
What
if
is
he's got a
it-
good
what-
set shot.
What is your connection to Jennifer Aniston that you even get to go to the party? Was she a guest host?
Well, Howard, you have to understand, I'm a very popular person.
No, you know a lot of people out in
I
L.A.
know a lot of
You live in L.A.
I live in
and
Los Angeles.
You're accepted by that community.
Accepted.
They know you're going to come to the party and behave yourself.
No,
They-
I've never been invited to those types of parties before, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did the Ellen show about a month ago.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Go ahead.
She invited me to her and Portia's birthday party.
Oh.
I went there. And I ran into Jennifer Aniston there, and she invited me to her party.
Is that exciting to be in with this in crowd? I would imagine to meet these famous people is wonderful.
You meet them all the time.
They shun me. They shun me. They shun me.
But isn't that interesting that he has to be it's first like Ellen is like the gatekeeper. She approves
Jennifer thought Kevin was in because she's at Ellen's. Once you're at Ellen's and they see you behave yourself.
No.
Everywhere.
First of all,
It's a test.
I've known Jennifer for a long time.
Okay.
When I did Saturday Night Live, I used to live in the Upper West Side.
Right.
And I would go over to this hamburger place on Columbus and 85th, I think it was, Jackson Hole.
Right.
And I would sit in there, and I would see this really hot hostess working there. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, she is cute. And sometimes I wasn't even hungry. I'd go there
just to look at her.
and just to look at her. And that was Jennifer Aniston. This is before Friends.
Right.
And so I go out to California, and I'm working on this show called The Edge, which she was on.
Oh, the sketch show. Yeah.
Right. And my friend had created that show, and so he had me on an episode, and I kind of met her there. And so I've known her from that, and I've kind of seen her over the years, a little bit here.
Some ass on her, huh?
I guess.
Right. I think if you go into a crappy hamburger joint, you gotta you're into it.
Howard is
It was very good, yeah.
So that's how I got invited to her.
All right,
her
so you
party.
get to go to the party, and now I imagine this is a big deal. This is a big deal party. Let me tell you who was there.
Even for me, I know who was there.
Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey.
Wow.
She left before I got there.
nice ass.
You kidding?
I came in late.
Why did you come in late? You were trying to show.
I had a gig.
What kind of gig would keep
Stand-up.
you? Really? That was more
I had
important.
booked it already.
All right. So
But I
Oprah
came
Winfrey,
late.
you missed.
Yeah.
Did you see Sheryl Crow?
Yes.
Did you see Courtney Cox? Yes. Tom Hanks was there. Did you know that?
I know Tom Hanks. I've seen him.
You know him
Yeah,
personally.
I know him.
And Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man himself, was there.
Yes.
And what do these people do? They sit around, like it's at her house,
Is this a
right?
fun party?
Do you look around her house trying to see what the hell's
Well,
going
first
on?
of all, I'm always impressed by the homes of these celebrities.
The big homes.
They're big, spacious homes. They're beautiful, and they're anointed.
Right.
They're, they have interior decorators that come in and do it right.
Yeah, it's something to see.
Yeah.
They've got the money to do it.
When I first went out to L.A., I would embarrass myself and show where I came from. Like I finally met people with money, and I would go in a person's house and go, "Wait, you got a pool? You got running water? Yeah, you have an in-ground pool."
So you're literally at Jennifer Aniston's house for the party.
And by the way, I feel, again, like I don't belong there. I feel like I'm just, a pedestrian that walked in and I'll be thrown out.
That's how I would feel. Kevin Bacon invited me to a party at his house, and then I'm walking around and look who's there: Donny Osmond and Bruce Springsteen, and
Wasn't Meryl Streep at that party?
Meryl Streep, and I go, wow.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I heard at the Jennifer Aniston party that John Mayer sang a special song. Did Kevin see that?
Oh, yeah. He sang a song he wrote for Jennifer.
I heard about that. I had left before that. I had another gig.
Good. Thank God.
I actually left before that.
That might have been incredibly uncomfortable to sit there and watch him sing to her at the birthday party.
Also, you don't want to stay too late at these things because then they think you're
Right.
a loser and you got.
Do you bring your wife, or do you go
Yeah, I
solo?
brought my wife. Yeah.
So that's good, too, because she must be impressed. She likes that.
Yeah, my wife loves it. My wife is a great actress, very funny woman. She was in the Groundlings for a couple of years.
What, is she on something now I can see her?
She's done a lot of things. She's done a lot of guest spots on different shows like Friends and Ellen and.
What's the
Raven.
age difference between you two?
18 years sometimes.
Is that
Sometimes
right?
it's 17.
Is it 18 years?
18. We are very similar. And you will be having a baby soon.
No, I won't.
You got to read my book.
No. What does your book say? Does it say I'm going to have a baby soon? Because I'm not
There's
going
no
to.
projections, and there are no projections, but I think you will.
No.
If you really love her,
I have 3 kids.
You will.
I do
Does she
love
not
her.
want a kid?
No, she does not want a kid.
How
I mean
old is
it.
she? 37?
No, she's 36. What,
And she wants no kids.
What was that look you just gave me?
No, I'm trying to help you out here.
She really says she doesn't want kids.
I know they say that.
What's the critical time? When is she going to say, well,
You've
it's
been married
now?
for about 10 months now?
Yes, but let's face it, we've been together 8 years.
Well, the thing about Beth too is, Kevin, is she's
8 years.
8 years. And I use rubbers.
Yeah. The thing about Beth too, you have to know, Kevin, she's not at all a caring person. She's
No, I know
Selfish,
she's,
just
I
like
know
me.
she's
yeah,
very caring.
she would never
She's
be
very
good with it. She would never be good with a kid.
Right.
I know she likes animals.
She loves animals. She loves kids. She loves all that. But she doesn't have a desire to be a mother.
But she is one of the
She
most.
mothers me.
But she's one of the most caring people like I've ever met in my life.
She would be a terrific mother. But we've really, I mean, we really spent time talking about this. I mean, we really did. And
But
did you?
things do change.
Did you not want a child?
I wanted a child.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So what is the difference?
I wanted a child.
Yeah, you'd never been a
But
father before.
your girlfriend wasn't saying she didn't want to have kids when you married her. What?
No, she wanted kids.
Yeah.
Oh, so what are you saying?
Yeah.
Well, he knows people.
What did I say?
I know it sounds weird, but like, look at Robin. She never wanted kids. I mean, there's a lot of women who don't want kids.
I never wanted
What
a
does she
husband
want?
either.
What do you want, Robin? What does she want? What do you want?
What I want? I want to have fun.
She knows she wants a husband.
She does want a husband.
Yeah.
Every woman wants a husband.
Go ahead. Tell Kevin what you want.
What?
Cock.
Oh, God, help me.
I want to go back to reading the paper.
Listen, yes. So anyway,
Yeah.
The
So
book.
I wanted a kid,
Right.
and the book is basically, it's called Yes, You're Pregnant, but What About Me? And it kind of deals with a lot of.
are you jealous of your kid? In other words, your wife, a very beautiful woman,
I've
a
heard
young
about
woman.
this before. No, there's
You
no
are not.
jealousy. I would want him to have my wife.
When she sits there and cuddles, you have a son or a daughter?
Son.
When she sits there and cuddles your son, she's busy kissing your son. She's busy attending to your son.
Cooing and billing.
You're having less and less intimacy with her. Don't you sit there and go, enough already. What about me? That's the title of your book. I think you're tapped into this. You have this feeling that you're being ignored.
That may be the next book, but this book is before the baby came. It was during the pregnancy.
I see.
But no, I don't have any of those feelings because I love the kids so much. You know what it's like. You have 3 kids.
Yes.
Remember when they were 2?
Yes.
When you
it's
loved
great.
them and-
It's fantastic. When I love them, yeah. Like I don't love them anymore.
So I want him to have whatever he wants, and no, we're still intimate and we do things. We have date nights and we take trips together.
How
without the
many
kid.
in help?
Now, how many people you got help? You got how
We
many
have the
nannies?
National Guard. We have the National Guard.
You've hired the National Guard to watch your son. You're so smart.
we have one a woman that comes in to help us kind of part time, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. My wife is a great mother. She's and she also does the acting things. She's
I'm going to look up
multi-talented.
pictures of her. I bet you she's super
Check
hot.
her out. Yeah.
Does she take the baby to the set?
When she works sometimes.
Wow.
Well, she should still dress up in special outfits when you want that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And she spanks you still?
If I'm naughty.
Yes. You've got to go see Kevin tonight through Sunday at Caroline's on Broadway in Manhattan. For tickets, you can go to carolines.com. Kevin Nealon's book, Yes, You're Pregnant, but What About Me? I like that title. That would be a good title. That would interest me. That's in stores now. And
And you got to watch Weeds.
I'm going to watch Weeds.
You will enjoy it.
What's her name stars in that?
Mary Louise Parker.
yeah.
Mary Louise Parker. I like her.
Yeah.
Howard, you would like it. She gets banged every episode. So she gets banged over the desk. She gets
Is she
banged in the
nude?
back of a limo. She's nude.
You see titty?
Titties, vag, everything.
Do you
I'm
ever
surprised
get...
you've not watched it.
Why am I not watching that?
You're
I'd like
crazy
I
to
think
not
she's
watch the
attractive.
show.
She's
Very
hot,
attractive.
Howard. She's hot, but she fucks like crazy in that show.
I felt very bad for her when she had her twins.
No, not twins.
No, she had a baby.
I thought she had twins. She had a baby, and her boyfriend was Billy Crudup. He's the guy who got her pregnant. And then boom, right off with Claire Danes like that, even before she gave birth to the kids.
And you know what his book was called? You're Pregnant, I'm Leaving.
You're pregnant, I'm out of here. Yeah. That's a different book. I'd read that one too. Now, did you have to put up with that whole situation while you were shooting Weeds?
I think that happened a little
Before,
before
yeah.
Yeah. So did she come into the trailer and talk to you about it? Do you advise her on how to deal with this kind of thing?
I'm not good with that kind of thing.
You're not. You don't have any personal conversation.
Here's what I'm good at saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm good at saying, Howard. I'm so sorry.
Is it true he wrote a book called You're Pregnant and Claire Danes Looks Hot to Me?
I wrote a book called "You're Pregnant and I'm Not Billy Crudup."
Right.
No, but yeah, she's a great
But
actress.
she's doing okay with that
Oh,
emotionally?
she's great. Yeah, she's great. She's a strong woman and a great actress.
Is she doing anyone on the set? Is she involved?
I know
You do
of.
not know. All right.
Maybe
Okay.
Phil Hartman. I don't know.
It could be. You never know.
No.
Listen,
Let me tell you something.
let me tell you something.
I always wanted to do you on Saturday Night Live.
What happened?
But then Michael McKean came on and he did you.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
pretty funny with me.
Yeah, and I'm not a great impressionist, but
And-
all I could do was this. Let me tell you something.
And Adam Sandler did Baba Booey.
That's right.
if
That's
you
right.
remember. That's right.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
What?
what's her name again? Mary Louise Parker. She was dating, and I think maybe almost engaged to the black guy that was on Weeds. For
Really?
Really?
what?
Were they?
Weren't they a
a
couple?
relationship
No.
together? No.
You sure?
Look,
I didn't
you're
hear
asking the
that.
wrong guy. Apparently, I don't know anything that's going on.
You didn't know she
on
was
the
in
show.
an interracial.
On the show,
On the
she
show,
was.
she's with him.
Yeah, all the news is coming in now.
Baba Booey.
no,
you know.
that's
On the
something
show,
else.
she's seeing him. Like a part
Right,
of
no,
the
but I thought
character.
she was. I got it wrong. Here's a picture of Kevin's wife, by the way.
All right, let me see this.
Her name is Susan Yeagley.
Susan Yeagley.
Very talented. Very
Oh,
funny.
she is talented.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Yes.
No work
Very
done.
attractive. No work?
No work at all.
Boy, she is attractive.
Yeah.
What a body. And this is before the baby, or
Make me an offer.
is it? 500,000
That
right
is,
now.
let me take a look at that.
Look at that. Right there.
This is like being in a courtroom.
Go ahead.
You want to see the picture?
Before or after the baby?
I'm looking at me. I think that's probably before.
Yeah.
No, that's 9 months pregnant right there.
Oh, wow. That's good. Didn't gain a pound.
Yeah.
Well, she's a very attractive woman.
Thank you.
I can see why you.
I gained 30 pounds during the pregnancy.
Is it hard? Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Is it
She's
hard?
nice looking.
My first kid, I gained a ton of weight.
You get nervous.
You do.
You start eating.
A girl like this, to get her, you got her on the first date, or did you have to put in a lot of time?
Here's what I did.
Go ahead. Be honest.
I'm always honest. You know me.
Not always, but go ahead.
Well, I skirt around honesty pretty well.
Go ahead.
What happened was, I'm going to do a pilot. It's for a friend of mine, John Henson. He was doing a pilot for a talk show.
I know that guy, John Henson. Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
And I get into the makeup room, and Susan, is sitting in a makeup chair. She's waiting to go on. She's been waiting for hours.
Yes.
The show's running behind. I see her. And loud enough for her to hear, I say to my makeup artist, I said, can a single guy adopt a baby? I mean, you always hear about single women adopting babies. Can a single guy adopt a baby? And she went,
She perked
and I
up.
kind of saw her from my peripheral vision.
Yeah.
But I meant that. I was serious about it because I wanted a kid.
Very sensitive.
What when you figured that that's what a woman would respond to?
Well, if she responded to it, then that was the woman that I was interested in.
Why? Because, in other words,
I was ready to have a kid.
yeah, I
wanted
see.
a kid. Yeah. But also, I liked her, too. She
But
was
when you
cute.
look at a broad like this, you go, man, I don't know if she's even in my league. I got to go check this out, see if I can get her.
Exactly. So,
Right.
so we waited for a couple more hours before both of us went on. And I got to know her, and we laughed a lot, and she liked me. And
Natural breasts?
yeah.
Wow, and
Yeah.
they're big. What are they, D's or C's? You
I've
know.
never asked her.
You don't know her bra size, and you married her?
Yeah.
Wow,
no.
I would never do that.
You went in blind, huh?
I went in blind on it.
Beautiful. And does it take you a long time to get in her pants, or do you have to?
I was wearing her pants after the first date.
Well, you're quite the ladies' man. I'll tell you that. I didn't know that about you.
No, but you know what? I'm a slow mover, Howard. I'm a lot like you. You're probably very.
I'm romantic.
Yeah, you're romantic once you kind of feel confident with her.
Right.
But leading up to it, you're probably not sure. Even though you're Howard Stern,
Right.
you're a little maybe intimidated.
I think
by a hot
because I'm
girl.
Howard Stern, I move slowly because I'm pretty sure they don't want me.
But even
Beth's mother almost passed out when she heard I was on the scene.
Didn't she hang up?
But
She
even
hung
if
up,
you
yeah.
weren't Howard Stern, even if you weren't Howard Stern, now I'm doing you. No, even if you weren't Howard Stern, you would act slowly, but then once you got her, you would romanticize her, and
Yes.
you would be in her pants.
All right. Well, listen, I'm proud of you. You're doing very well. Kevin Nealon, you got to go see him at Caroline's, Broadway, Manhattan. You got to read the book. Yes, you're pregnant, but what about me? It's in stores now. It's all Kevin all the time.
And if you don't like Kevin, you might see Howard at the show.
That's right.
You'll never come.
No, I might come. I don't know. I gotta see what's going on.
I think you'll find me funny.
According to Artie, I will find you funny.
Yes.
There's no doubt. All right. Hey, Kevin, thanks for coming on
Thank
the show.
you, Howard. It's
a pleasure to speak to you.
It was exciting.
Kevin, how'd it go, man?
I don't know. I think it went all right.
I think it went well too.
Yeah. I mean, he was very inquisitive, as I knew he would be. Wasn't that painful? It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, well, no tough questions, right?
Not yet. They get you on the second time.
The second
They
time
have you
around, he
back,
was feeling you out, right?
Yeah, I still, treading lightly. Don't completely trust getting there, though.
So don't do anything stupid between now and next time. Don't give him any ammo.
No fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a good time today?
No, it was a great time. It was good to see, Artie and Gary and everybody. And Howard is very congenial, very nice, and I will continue to be a fan and a listener.
Awesome. All right, man. Thanks for stopping
Thank
by.
you.
On TV talking about Robin, and this is revealing because this is more than she tells me.
This is revealing.
It is.
What did I tell her?
You know, I had dinner on Saturday night, sorry to name drop here, with Robin Quivers, whom I love.
Who's that?
Howard Stern's.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like literally falling asleep right now.
Yeah, I
so
see
tired.
that. Yeah.
And she's dating like a 25-year-old guy.
She's dating like a
And if
20.
he
Oh,
dies, he
he is a 25.
dies. He's
Yeah,
25.
okay, all right.
I said, wow, times have changed.
I'm not dead. She
Stop
was
it.
having a few drinks.
Come on.
She was having quite a few drinks.
Why are you being so silly
I'm
about
not
this?
being
So you're dating
silly.
a 25-year-old.
I'm not. not.
You are. You obviously confided in her, and she told it on TV.
I said I had dated a 25-year-old.
So you're
I'm
not now?
dating any 25-year-old.
You're not seeing that guy anymore.
No.
It's over.
It's over.
All right.
Whatever's over. We're not dating.
Where
no.
did she get that idea then?
I'm telling you, when you're talking in a room full of people and everybody's yelling, she probably remembered it that way, but that is not the case.
You mean, in other words, she was doing most of the talking and didn't really listen carefully.
I'm simply saying there might have been a lot of noise in the restaurant and she misunderstood.
When was it over, so we can clear this up?
You were in your 20s.
Before the holidays.
Before the holidays?
Yeah.
You're talking about before Christmas?
Yeah.
Why did it end?
It wasn't anything. It was, we went out a couple of times.
A couple of booty calls, but so
not
why not?
booty calls even.
He was your booty call.
He was not a booty call.
So you never did him?
No.
Never had sex with the guy?
No.
Wow. I'm shocked.
You're well,
I thought that was
shocked.
but I thought that was the whole point. You wanted to have sex with a 25-year-old.
I told you I don't have that point in me.
How far did you get with the guy? You made out, I bet.
It's none of your business how far I got.
I bet you he saw those titties. I'm telling you.
It's none of your business.
I hope he didn't, because he brought the shittiest cupcakes up here of all time.
I'm actually happy he didn't bang you, because I thought it was highly disgusting. But it is my business. I brought him to you. I mean, let's face it.
So, nothing happened.
Were you embarrassed to be with a 25-year-old? Did it ultimately, faced with the actual reality, like it was a fantasy, and then faced with the actual reality, you said, I don't want to go there?
That. No.
You just didn't like him that much?
No, he was a sweetheart.
So what's the problem?
I wasn't going to have a relationship with a 25-year-old.
But you always claimed that. You said, I want to have sex with a 25-year-old.
No, I never said that. See, this is what you said.
You told me.
Howard, I'll work on getting the tape.
Thank you.
Because you said...
Again, I will tell you exactly what I said, because I know what I said.
And then we'll get the tape.
It's time for me to have an inappropriately young man on my arm. I was talking about going out and being seen with a young man.
I don't know.
Go get the tape. I know what I said.
Gary?
Because it's simply what I see sometimes.
Gary's already on it, Robin.
I know, and that's what he's going to find.
It's good to see you, Robin, getting the Inquisition just like anybody else.
Oh, please. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? It goes around the room.
She gets it worse than
You're
anybody.
not revealing at all.
But George, she fights it. You know what?
Yeah, I know.
She fights it. Like, I said to someone yesterday, I said, George is so great.
He just
I go,
rolls
George,
over.
how many fingers can you get up your ass? 3. 3 fingers in my ass. Why would you have fingers in your ass? Well, there are times I have to apply ointment
And we don't know a thing about her relationship now. I mean, after your Inquisition.
No, but did you ever go out with him and be seen on? Was he seen on your arm? Did that happen? Oh, it did happen. Where did you
we
take
went out.
him?
I didn't go any place fancy, but Fred saw him at my apartment, and we went to restaurants.
So your fantasy was to be seen with a 25-year-old.
It wasn't a fantasy. It was a joke.
But the joke came true. I mean, so obviously it wasn't, many a truth is said in jest. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, there was some truth in it. You said.
All right,
and I heard you say that even off the air a couple of times to me.
You know why? I won't even tell you the actress, but once I was at a party.
Okay.
And this actress of a certain age.
All right.
Turned to me when, I came over to say hello, and we were talking. She goes, let me introduce my boyfriend.
All right, I know who it is.
This guy he looked like her son's son. And I thought, my God.
Did he used to be her driver?
Huh?
Did he used to be her driver?
I don't know what he did before.
Okay.
I'm simply, and so I said, there must be a point at which women get to a certain age and they think, I'm going to just have some fling with a young guy. And it was a joke on my part. It's not a wish or a desire.
Now, when you were seeing this guy, whatever you were doing with him, did you make it clear to him that this is no desire of yours? I don't understand.
I did tell him that when I said that, it was a joke, yeah.
He knew it was a joke.
That was a joke, but he turned out to be a really nice guy, and we had some fun for a little while.
I didn't trust that guy.
Oh, please.
I did. I liked him.
He looked
He was
a little weird.
Very nice guy.
Whack job.
Do you still speak with him at all? Does he call you?
No, we
Does he
haven't
write
been in
you?
touch, no.
Wow. How did you end it? How did things end?
It just sort of, We just stopped talking.
Did you say to him, listen, enough already? We have to stop talking?
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just like everybody got very busy and we went our separate ways during the holidays, and that was that.
I'm not buying this 100%.
Well, I can't help you out in any other way.
Either you wanted it and he didn't give it to you, or something's up here.
You know what? There were a few complications that he really found unacceptable, I'm sure.
Complications that you presented.
I don't present them. You guys present them.
Steve Langford presented.
Oh, please. This guy was busy writing me letters. He certainly wasn't uptight about Steve Langford.
No, it wasn't Steve Langford.
What?
It was TV shows with people calling him names and
what
crap
TV
like that.
show?
There was something on Howard TV. I didn't even know about it. And Greg Carmel was calling him all kinds of names or something. I don't even know. I never
he was
saw
fighting
the
over
thing.
you.
Oh, but Greg was probably joking around.
I don't know what it was. It just, left a bad taste in my
all of a
mouth.
sudden he has problems. The guy's writing me letters, wants to be part of the whole thing and be with Robin. And
Greg probably never even met him.
He never sought any more attention from this show than that.
Well, you don't allow it.
Oh, I don't allow it.
Please, there's such rules to dating you.
I never had to say anything to him.
Poor Jim Florentine ended up like a mummy. The guy was afraid to speak. You had him trained like a dog.
Okay, right.
Oh, you're tough. You are tough, boy.
I'm so tough, right?
The guy who falls in love with you.
Over here.
The guy who falls in love with you has to follow some rules, boy. I'll tell you that.
Like you have no rules.
I'm just saying.
You have no rules.
Yeah, but it's different. I'm a guy.
Oh.
I have one
you can't go around behaving like that.
I have one rule for a hot chick. She's just got to fuck me. She could use me for. She could want to get. Use
You don't
the
care
show
what
to get
she says.
Anything. Use the show. Use the fucking. I don't care.
Right. What else is going on with John Hine? Look who's here. John Hine got a new shirt on today, and he's all ready to broadcast at 11 o'clock on Howard 100 and Howard 101. What do you have for us, Johnny?
Howard, Robin refuted Jillian Barbery's claim that she's currently dating a 25-year-old.
And by the way, you should know that I was absolutely right that Robin made statements about dating a 25-year-old. Here is Robin from a broadcast.
And I didn't say anything about sex.
Oh, come on. Listen to what you said. And
all right, let me hear what
would you
said.
infer from this?
What did I say?
Robin,
I heard on the wrap-up show that you said you were going to start dating guys like 22 years old.
Yes,
Is that for real?
I said it's time in my life for like a ridiculously inappropriate partner.
Hey, Robin, we should double date.
So you're preparing us for that.
Right. Just expect to see me looking crazy with some very young man.
Is this What's your dating age range, do you think?
Oh, I'm going real young this time. I decided there's a certain point at which I've been watching people in my position, and there's a certain point at which a woman dates a ridiculously young guy.
Who are you talking about, like Katie Couric?
Yeah, Katie, all of them do it.
Who's she dating right now?
She's dating a runner who's
like a triathlete.
Yeah.
Like 20 years old.
20-something.
He just got out of college, I think.
I think I should be visiting my boyfriend in the dorm.
Right. Yeah, you should sleep over. Like the parents will get pissed that you sleep over in his dorm and they're paying for it.
I want an angry group of parents trying to get rid of me.
Look, you don't say you're having sex, but boy, oh boy, that's about the best confirmation.
All joking around.
Well, I took you seriously.
Boy, you're very funny.
No, you're funny.
That's silly.
You make me funny.
So, Robin, you're really not dating a 25-year-old anymore?
I'm really not dating a 25-year-old
So
anymore.
Jillian Barbery just, where did that come from? She misunderstood?
She misunderstood.
Any young
Is that
guys?
not, you act
possible.
as if it's not possible to misunderstand.
It is, but...
with a crazy conversation going around a
But
dinner
you
table.
could be dating a young guy. We just want to make sure.
I could be doing anything, but I'm not doing
You've
that.
expressed interest in younger guys, so we just want to make
Here
sure.
we go again with this expressed interest. This is a myth you guys keep pumping. I was joking around.
So there's no one in your life right now? No
I didn't
special
say
guy?
that. I didn't say anything.
So maybe she didn't misunderstand.
No. You're misconstruing doing everything. You're saying...
She's saying the word pumping. I mean, come on. What's going on?
Please. You guys are making a lot about nothing. I have a very active social life, that's all.
But if you were dating a young guy, you'd let us know, right?
If I was dating somebody seriously, I'd let you know.
All right, thanks, Rob.
Hi, this is Richard Christie, inviting you to watch my new television show, Howard TV's Interview with a Porn Star.
I was very promiscuous.
On the show, I interview some of the most talented and beautiful women in the adult film business.
When I was about 18, I met up with Ron Jeremy.
You and I both know that not all artists work with oils, watercolors, or clay. No, sometimes they work with vibrators, dildos, or rubber fists.
Did you write all that yourself?
Howard TV's Interview with a Porn Star. New episodes premiere every week, only on Howard TV On Demand.
Turns me on knowing that I'm turning on other people.
Weird for you?
No.
There was a lot of shit went down.
No shit went down.
You want to freshen up? I'll take a break.
No shit went down.
When is the last time you spoke with him, Robin?
When was the last time I spoke with him? The other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to be that weird.
It's not going to be weird at all.
When's the last time?
said he's got to stop returning to this show and just start doing the show again. Every time he comes here, it's a return.
Right.
He's got to start doing the show.
When is the last time you saw him?
A couple of months ago.
All right. If it's weird for you, just wink at me twice and I'll throw him the fuck out of here. Oh, it's already weird.
No, that's a twitch.
Tell him to go home.
Robin just became Mel Tillis.
You know what we ought to do? Let's put a poster of that 25-year-old behind you.
Why don't you stop?
Yeah, I bought one.
Why don't you
I took a picture of that guy and blew it up.
You should have given that to me.
That would be some Class A ball breaking.
Yeah. Well, he claims he's had sex since you.
Okay.
But does that hurt, or you're over him?
No.
You don't care?
I want him to go live his life.
You do?
Yes.
Have you lived your life?
I'm living my life.
So you've gone on, too, in terms of your sexual life.
We're not discussing particulars, but I have gone on.
Can you put 3 fingers up your ass?
I don't think so.
Well, George can. George loves it.
I've been much too forthcoming, haven't I?
No, George, you're wonderful.
Oh, no. I'm taking my cue from you.
No.
You're one of the guys,
honest.
George.
You're in a committed relationship.
George, you're a man. You're allowed to do that.
I am married.
You should be able to freely discuss anything.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
All right,
you don't have to take a cue from me.
Robin, you go freshen up. I'm going to go take a break.
I'm just going to go say hi to Jim.
No, I want you to don't say hi.
No, I do want to say hi.
I want you to see each other for the first time on
Well,
the air.
that may be your desire, but it's not going to happen. Unless you bring him in right now.
You better not break then. The whole thing is just so funny because I told Jim, I said, listen, we're going to take a break. I'm going to shut the door because I just don't, I want you to see Robin on the air. And Jim looks at me in horror because now he's sure that we have some crazy thing said. And I said, I swear on the life of my kids, I just don't want you and Robin seeing each other.
Why should what is that all about?
Save it for the air. Am I wrong, Howard?
There's nothing to say for the air.
Howard, am I off base on this?
But there's nothing to say for the air. It's not like we don't talk to each other and we don't see each other. That's ridiculous.
Why don't you lock Jim up in that cage with the dogs?
There you go.
Jim looked horrified, though. He thought for sure we had something wacky going on.
Lock Jim up in that cage we built for Bigfoot. When
Put him on the moon.
Let him get a piece of cheese and put the Playboy in there. All right, let me take a break. Robin, you freshen up.
Freshen.
And I love when they tell
Anybody got those wipes?
I love when they tell women to freshen up. What does that mean? Women have to freshen up.
Powder.
I'm gonna go freshen up.
You look good today, actually. Did you make a special sort of effort to look especially good? Because you look really pretty today.
Oh, okay. What did I do? What did I
know.
do differently?
I don't know. You're glowing.
I got a question for Robin.
Okay, here we go.
Have you and Jim, is this thing choreographed, or is it, in other words, if you guys talked and said, we're going to talk about this, we're not going to talk about that, so everything's open?
Yeah.
All right.
that you can ask.
I don't
know what you're going to get answered.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
You don't believe what?
I believe at some point there was a conversation about what it would be like if he came back on the show.
All right, I can show. We've only corresponded by email over the last couple of days. I can show you the email. There's been no correspondence.
Let me see all the emails.
All right.
And the emails you write to Beth, too. I want to see that.
I know that it was weird because Will tried to pre-interview Jim yesterday, and he said, "So what's up with you, Rob?" He goes, "I'm going to talk about that on the air."
I got to
He's
talk
like,
to my lawyer
we wouldn't even do
first.
the pre-interview.
Did you enema yesterday?
Did I enter? No.
Did you empty out completely?
No,
Just in case.
I got a full load on.
What if he walks in? What if he walks in here?
And I will do what?
You shit your pants. Now, what if he walks in here and suddenly he looks at you and you look at him, and now all of a sudden he has feelings again, like what happened on The Bachelor?
I hope Fred has the appropriate music.
No, like what happened on The Bachelor. The guy had a change of mind,
right?
And then wanted back his old girlfriend. What if he wants you back? Will you consider it?
What?
Will you consider going back with him if he wants you?
No.
Are your doors still open?
My door is closed.
Your door is shut. Tight.
Did you deadbolt it?
Yeah, would it be possible for him?
You have to have a special security key.
Could he jimmy the lock?
I'll use the fire escape.
You got in through the fire escape?
I got in through the fire escape.
Yeah, is there a back door, Robin, that he can crawl through?
I think that I put alarms on all the windows and doors.
All right, so it's really over. This is not going to be different. It's not like Artie and Dana's saga where suddenly he's introducing
Oh, my God,
her.
I hope not.
Right.
Well, Robin didn't enema, so we know she's full of shit.
I'm Jim Florentine. I'm down here today because I have a new CD out, Terrorizing Telemarketers Volume 5, and a TV show, VH1 Classic. It's called That Metal Show, and it premieres Saturday, March 7th, 11 p.m. And they might ask me other questions. I'm not sure.
Like what?
You know, they might ask what happened to my neck, how come I'm wearing a gay turtleneck, and do I still live in Jersey? I think that's all I ask.
Oh, there's nothing, no other questions?
I don't think so. I mean, do you know something that I don't know?
I don't know. It's kind of funny that you're standing next to that picture.
Oh, they'll ask me
eye
pictures.
level.
They'll ask me pictures of Artie, I'm sure.
That person over there?
Oh, is that why you? That's why you position me here, you fuck.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what you said. Stand next to Artie. I'm like, okay, fine. And then you go. And then when the camera's on, oh, look who you're next to. It's a good picture.
Do you think they're going to bring this up at all?
Now that you brought it up. Now you brought it up. They might.
I won't say anything to them.
All right. Well, thanks. Because I'm sure you have a big say in how it's going to say in there.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you do, just go in there and say, look, he wants to just talk about his TV show.
Okay, yeah, nothing about it.
Yeah, so let's see what kind of pull you have. Because then when the interview's over, I'm going to say, look, they talked about it for 30 seconds, the TV show. So obviously you have no pull here.
Yeah, I have no pull whatsoever.
All right, so now I'm fucked. So let me go prepare, because they're going to ask questions about Robin.
All right, man, good luck.
Thanks.
Jim Florentine came by to promote his brand new album, Terrorizing Telemarketers, Volume 5. He's got one of the funniest calls I've ever heard on here. I could see why you fell in love with him. I could see why Robin fell in love with you. That telemarketing one.
Hi there.
Jimmy,
that